But here's I want to.
Is that Oldboy right behind you?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! I got a horror movie that, but for people at home, he told me about this movie like 10 years ago, and that one, and then the Audition.
Audition's a
Oh
good
my
one.
Well, you invited me to your birthday party one time,
Yes,
and I brought you the DVD of Oldboy as a gift.
yes, you did.
Yeah, and I told you to watch it. And
Yeah, and it freaked me out. And I actually, one of the most amazing scenes I've ever seen, the way that they shot the main character is got a whole hallway of people that he has to fight. So they built this hallway
amazing.
and they cut out the wall and just had this guy, and they just all a one shot of them going down. Everybody talks about like the Scorsese, Goodfellas shot, that amazing one where he goes in. This is basically that with like, he's also fighting 500 people.
Yeah.
And then I saw the Audition, and I got into like, Asian horror movies and like, but they were so beyond what we were doing over here. I was like, this is like bananas.
Yeah.
I saw a really weird one, not necessarily scary, but a weird one on the Criterion Channel. I saw there's a horror movie from the early 70s called Let's Scare Jessica to Death.
No, really.
I swear to God,
I
that's
love
the
horror
name of it.
movies. Let's Scare Jessica to Death.
Yes, and I'm telling you, not necessarily scary.
Yeah.
As much as it's weird.
It doesn't seem Korean. Is it Korean?
No. It's-
Jessica.
Jessica.
That's right.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be Jessica.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's Scare Jessica to Death.
Yes.
It's not scary.
It's weird. It could be, because here's the thing about horror movies, why I don't like them, is I buy in. Always.
Yeah.
People are like, Blair Witch, that didn't scare me. That scared the shit out of me.
I know, me too.
All of those movies scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
That Babadook one,
Yeah,
I
that
stopped
one.
watching.
Oh, Babadook.
I shut that off. I was like, I can't fucking handle that.
Well,
so then I didn't get to see how the thing gets killed. So for like a month, every time I turn the lights off, I'm hearing Babadook. Every fucking time, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of, I don't.
The scariest one I've seen in the last
Is an Indonesian one.
No. The one that I want to recommend them is. Did you see Hereditary?
Hereditary?
Yes.
No, and I won't be. Because if it freaks you out, I'm
No,
not
no.
the-
I'm
It-
easy to scare, but that fucked me up.
It fucked. I've seen it 3 times since we saw it that first time, and I get so fucking scared. You have to watch it, Billy, please.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, please
Because
watch
I don't understand. What is it? Why would you want to feel like I hate that feeling?
Me too.
Like I can watch like a gangster movie, whatever, but I even watched like Casino. Got too like
Yeah.
got a little like when he's watching his brother getting killed. I was just like, Chris Rock is in the new Fargo,
Go.
and there's a storyline in it that's making it
Unwatchable.
as a parent
Yeah.
sort of. I'll trust you with my kid if you trust me with your kid. Just trying to get through that.
Yeah.
Is just like I don't know. I get like why I love movies is because I if I'm into it, I'm in it. I'm in it.
I can't do rape scenes. There's this movie called Irreversible, and there's a 10-minute rape scene in a tunnel, and it's so realistic, and literally like 10 seconds in, you're like, all right, I'm out. I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's so
Oh,
uncomfortable.
I remember when that movie came out.
Yeah.
I remember when that came out because that was a big deal.
It was a controversial.
Does it go backwards?
It goes backwards the whole movie.
Yeah.
Right. And there's this and it's like, you don't have editors? Cut it down.
Can I tell you what's I've never understood? I don't understand sex scenes in mainstream Hollywood movies. I don't understand. It's like, am I now watching a porno?
Yeah.
Like when they really go.
Yeah.
Because I watched an old movie one time, and these the couple was gonna go have sex or whatever. And they just, they kissed a little bit, and then they walked to the bedroom door, and they closed the door. And that was it. And then the next morning they came out. So you knew they banged.
Yeah.
You didn't have to watch them like
Yeah.
what is simulating fucking. Like it doesn't advance the story.
Yeah. I saw The Last Tango in Paris with Marlon Brando when I was a kid. I rented it. I thought I was going to watch a romantic movie, but this is pretty good. I mean, that's how like explicit it was. I mean, they have.
Back then though, what you had to do to get a porno it makes sense that you'd watch The Last
you.
Tango in Paris to jerk off.
Thank you.
That makes sense.
Thank
but
you.
now it's like there is online
Pornhub,
porn.
right? I don't have
wanna
to
go.
I don't want to see that in a movie.
Which, dude, I quit drinking 2 years ago and I quit porn in May.
Wow.
Yeah. I finally just like
Yeah. You're
done.
done. You're
I'm
done.
done.
Wait, did it become a problem?
Yes, because I was watching it and not doing anything. I was finding humor in it. And I would just be like, now, why did they do it like, why did they say that?
So analytical.
Yeah.
And I was
You were critiquing it. Yeah.
yeah, like I was watching it like I'm trying to think of a different topic if I was into like classic cars. And I was just watching, learning about that.
Yeah.
And I was just sort of like, yeah, and it just sort of became, you know how it is. It's just like something like, oh my God, that's gross. And then like a month later, it's not that bad. And then you're into that, and then you move to the next room.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
just keep going down Dante's Inferno. And then it just gets to a point one day where nothing does anything, and then you just kind of like but you still. And I'm like, what am I doing? And then there was a couple things that I just watched on the whole like sex industry. What do they call it? Human trafficking. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of contributing to this.
Yeah.
So, you know, not getting preachy here. So,
No, I mean, even with, don't get angry, but I stopped watching porn. But it got to the point for me, and I love you so much, but where before when I was a kid, I would go to like F Street bookstore, and you'd go in the back room, and it would be like everything was sticky, the floor, and you would lock the door, and it had those buttons, and the buttons were like filled with cum. It was gross, and you would put coins in it, and you would jerk off. That's the only way I could watch porn back then.